In the early hours of April 21st, 1926, a girl destined for greatness was born. Elizabeth Alexandra Mary came into this world as the first child of the Duke and Duchess of York, later known as King George VI, and Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. Her birthplace? A townhouse in London's chic Mayfair district, where her parents resided at the time. Being the firstborn, Elizabeth was adored and cherished by her parents. Yet, they had no inkling that she would one day inherit the weighty crown of the British monarchy. At the time of Elizabeth's birth, her father was merely the second son of King George V, making her third in line to the throne. Elizabeth's early years were filled with the typical pastimes of an upper-class British child. She was educated at home by tutors, learned to ride horses, and developed a fondness for dogs, a love that would follow her throughout her life. But her childhood was not all play and no work. From a young age, Elizabeth displayed a sense of responsibility and duty, often seen in her interactions with her younger sister Margaret. Perhaps even then, there were inklings of the steadfast leader she would become. Interestingly, Elizabeth's potential future as queen was not a topic of conversation during her early years. Her parents, believing that their elder daughter would lead a relatively normal aristocratic life, focused on providing her with a loving, stable, and grounded upbringing. However, the winds of fate had a different plan. As the years rolled on, a series of events would catapult Elizabeth into a position she was not initially destined for, but those stories are for another scene. For now, let's take a moment to appreciate the humble beginnings of a woman who would go on to reign for over 6 decades, steering the British monarchy through times of tremendous change and challenges. Little did anyone know that this young girl would grow up to be one of the most influential figures of the 20th and 21st centuries. A series of unexpected events led to Elizabeth's path to the throne. Elizabeth was but a young princess, third in line to the throne, living a relatively sheltered life, when a dramatic turn of events fundamentally altered her destiny. It was the abdication of her uncle, King Edward VIII, that set everything in motion. Bold and defiant, Edward chose love over duty, renouncing his throne in 1936 to marry Wallis Simpson, an American divorcee. This unprecedented move shook the very foundations of the British monarchy. With Edward's departure, the crown passed to Elizabeth's father, the reluctant and unassuming Duke of York. Ascending the throne as King George VI, he was a man thrust into a role he had never expected nor desired. Yet, he accepted his duty with grace and determination, providing stability in a time of great uncertainty. And so, the once distant prospect of sovereignty became a looming reality for young Elizabeth. Overnight, she became the heir presumptive. A seemingly ordinary girl was suddenly in line to become the Queen of England, the head of the Commonwealth, the symbolic figurehead of a nation and its people. This change of circumstances demanded a shift in Elizabeth's upbringing. Her education, previously focused on the arts and social graces, now had to include constitutional history and politics. Yet despite the weight of her future responsibilities, she remained grounded, displaying a maturity beyond her years. The world watched as Elizabeth grew into her role, her life now dictated by destiny and duty. The carefree days of her childhood were replaced with the solemn realities of her future position. Yet she bore this burden with a grace that would come to define her reign. The young princess was suddenly thrust into the spotlight, a position she would hold for the rest of her life. Elizabeth's preparation for the throne was an education unlike any other. This was not the learning of textbooks and classrooms, but an education of statecraft, duty, and service. As she stepped into her teens, her lessons expanded beyond the traditional subjects. History, constitution, law, and the arts were taught, yes, but so too were the intricate workings of British governance and the delicate art of diplomacy. Her father, King George VI, played a crucial role in her education, ensuring she was well versed in constitutional history and the role of monarchy in a modern democracy. He introduced her to state documents at a young age, nurturing in her a sense of duty and a deep respect for the institution she was destined to lead. But Elizabeth's education was not confined to the palace walls. During the throes of World War II, she took a bold step, joining the Auxiliary Territorial Service at just 18 years old. Here, she learned to drive and repair heavy vehicles, a far cry from the royal life she was used to. Yet, it was an invaluable experience, grounding her in the realities faced by her subjects and instilling in her a spirit of service. Her commitment to public service during the war was a testament to her character. It was a commitment that didn't waver in the face of danger or uncertainty. It was a commitment that spoke volumes of the Queen she was shaping up to become. Elizabeth's journey to the throne was unique, marked by an education that was as rigorous as it was holistic. She was not just learning to rule, she was learning to lead, to serve, to empathize with her subjects. Her lessons were not just about power, but about responsibility, not just about tradition, but about progress. As she navigated through these experiences, as she internalized these lessons, Elizabeth was evolving, maturing, transforming. The young princess was becoming a queen in all but name. On February 6, 1952, Princess Elizabeth became Queen Elizabeth II. A sudden thrust into the limelight, a burden of responsibility placed upon her shoulders, and yet the new queen rose to the occasion with grace and fortitude. Her coronation, a year later on June 2, 1953, was a spectacle for the ages. A ceremony steeped in centuries-old tradition, it was the first to be televised, bringing the pomp and circumstance of British royalty into living rooms around the world. The young queen, resplendent in her coronation robes and the imperial state crown, took the sacred oath, vowing to serve her people and uphold the laws and customs of her realm. The early years of her reign were not without their challenges. The post-war era was a period of immense change and upheaval. The British Empire was transforming into the Commonwealth, and the Queen had to navigate this shifting landscape with wisdom and diplomacy. The Suez Crisis of 1956 was a critical test of her leadership, a moment that demanded both resolve and resilience. Yet, through it all, Queen Elizabeth remained steadfast in her dedication to her role. She understood that she was not just a ruler, but a symbol of continuity and stability. With each passing year, she grew more into her role, her actions echoing her coronation oath. She travelled extensively, meeting people from all walks of life, listening to their stories and sharing their hopes and dreams. She made it her mission to be a queen for all her people, irrespective of where they were in the world. She embraced the changes of the modern world, yet held on to the traditions that defined the monarchy. In the face of adversity, she exhibited a remarkable strength of character. Her dedication to duty, her unwavering commitment to her people, and her ability to adapt to shifting circumstances set her apart. She wasn't just wearing the crown, she was embodying the spirit of it. The young queen was proving to the world that she was prepared to carry the weight of the crown. And as the years would show, she did so with dignity, grace, and an unwavering sense of duty. Queen Elizabeth's reign was marked by milestones and historic firsts. Undoubtedly, her tenure as the Queen of England has been one of the longest and most eventful in history. Let's delve into some of these significant milestones that have made her reign truly remarkable. One of the first major milestones was her Silver Jubilee in 1977, celebrating 25 years on the throne. This was a momentous occasion not just for the Queen herself, but for the entire Commonwealth. It was a celebration of stability and continuity, a testament to her enduring presence as a beacon of unity. Fast forward to the year 2002, the Queen marked her Golden Jubilee, her 50th year on the throne. This Jubilee was a reflection of her steadfast commitment to her duties as a monarch. It was a time to look back at the changes the world had undergone during her reign, from the end of the Cold War to the dawn of the digital age. But perhaps the most remarkable milestone was her Diamond Jubilee in 2012, marking an incredible 60 years of service. The Diamond Jubilee was a grand affair, a celebration that echoed throughout the Commonwealth. It was a tribute to her unparalleled dedication and the indelible impact she had made on the world stage. Beyond these jubilees, her reign was characterized by numerous other firsts. She was the first British monarch to visit China, the first to address the United Nations General Assembly, and the first to send an email. Each of these firsts reflects her adaptability and her willingness to embrace change, even in the face of tradition. Through it all, the Queen remained a steady and unifying force for her country. Her reign, marked by these milestones and historic firsts, stands as a testament to her unwavering dedication, her adaptability, and her enduring influence. It's a reign that has truly shaped the course of history. Elizabeth II was more than a queen. She was a symbol of continuity and stability. In a world that seemed to change at a dizzying pace, she remained a steadfast fixture, a beacon of tradition in an era of constant transformation. Her dedication to her duties was unwavering. She took to heart the vow she made on her 21st birthday, promising to serve her country for her entire life, whether it be long or short. It was a promise she kept with unwavering dedication, a promise that framed her reign and defined her life. She truly lived a life of duty, one that extended far beyond the confines of the United Kingdom. Elizabeth II was not just a monarch for Britain, but also for the Commonwealth, a global community spanning 5 continents. She was a unifying figure, a shared monarch for 54 diverse nations. Her influence extended to every corner of the globe, from the chill of Canada to the heat of Australia, from the bustle of India to the calm of the Pacific Islands. She was a symbol of unity in a world often divided, a common thread weaving together a tapestry of nations. Moreover, Elizabeth II played a crucial role in modernizing the monarchy. She embraced the advent of television, allowing her coronation to be broadcasted, a first in British history. She navigated the monarchy through turbulent times, adapting to the changing world while preserving its age-old traditions. She understood the delicate balance between the old and the new, between tradition and innovation. Elizabeth II was a queen for the ages. Her reign spanned 7 decades, a testament to her dedication, resilience, and unwavering commitment to her duties. Her influence was felt not just in Britain, but around the world, not just in her time, but for generations to come. Her commitment to her role earned her the respect and admiration of people around the world. She was more than a queen. She was a symbol of duty, of service, and of continuity, a beacon that shone brightly in a world of change. On September 8, 2022, the world bid farewell to Queen Elizabeth II. A hush fell over the globe as news of her passing reverberated. We lost not just a monarch, but a symbol of stability, continuity, and resilience. A woman who, for over 7 decades, served her country and the Commonwealth with unwavering dedication. Queen Elizabeth II's reign was marked by significant milestones. She was the longest reigning monarch in British history, surpassing even her great-great-grandmother, Queen Victoria. She saw the world change and evolve in unimaginable ways, from the aftermath of World War II to the dawn of the digital age, and she navigated these changes with grace and wisdom. The legacy she left behind is immense and far-reaching. She played a crucial role in modernizing the monarchy, making it more accessible to the public. She championed causes close to her heart, from wildlife conservation to children's charities, and she was a beacon of hope and stability in times of crisis. Her passing was met with an outpouring of tributes from all corners of the world. World leaders, celebrities, and individuals alike expressed their sorrow and shared their memories of the Queen. From the mountains of New Zealand to the bustling streets of London, people gathered to pay their respects, leaving flowers and messages of love at Buckingham Palace and other royal residences. In her death, as in her life, Queen Elizabeth II brought people together. Her reign was a testament to the power of duty, resilience, and dedication. Her life was a lesson in service, showing us that true leadership is not about power, but about putting others before oneself. The world will remember Queen Elizabeth II as a queen of many firsts, a woman of strength and dignity, and a leader who stood the test of time. Her reign may have ended, but her influence will continue to shape the world in ways we can't yet imagine. History will remember her as a queen, but we will remember her as a woman of extraordinary grace and dedication. The world lost a queen, but her legacy will continue to inspire for generations to come. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. Join us and subscribe to our channel by clicking the tree below this video, then hitting subscribe. Become a part of a growing family. Thank you so much for watching.